Well, greetings. My name is David Davis. This is lesson 7. This is about hand gestures. We're going to tell a story here. This may not be as appropriate as my other stories, I guess I would say. Um, I, I graduated from Job Corps, as I said previously in my introduction. While going to Job Corps, the first job that I got was at Delco Electric. It's a small company, or kind of mid-sized company actually. It's pretty large now. But the owner happened to be, I guess, an alcoholic. So they had a prefab shop. And in the prefab shop, we would prefab electrical devices for the company, and we would just send them out on a truck and they would install them out in the field. But the owner would get so drunk that he would come out and they would take his keys from him, and he'd just be wandering around the office all day long, just borrowing cigarettes and any kind of other manners of foolishness, I guess. But me working there a couple of years, I was one of the few black people that worked at that company, and especially in the prefab shop. And I ended up getting me a Delco polo shirt. And another black gentleman started working there. We're both in a prefab shop. And he saw the owner and he said, "Hey man, how do I get one of those really nice polo shirts that David got?" And he said, "Give me a little bit, I got something for you." And then probably a month later or something like that, finally he brings this gift, and he gives it to us. And there's these Delco pullovers, Delco electric pullovers. Ugly as hoodie. They're not even hoodies. They're just half sweaters, I guess, if you want to call them that. But he gets them, and the next time we see the owner, he says, "Hey man, I really appreciate that gift. My wife gave me so much uh, attention." Let me say that. My wife gave me so much attention every time I wore it. He was like, after love, he said, "Give me a second. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you a story." So at lunch, I'm prefabbing an electrical panel. For those of you who are electricians who prefabs electrical panels, Delco did. But we're prefabbing these electrical panels. And he comes over there, I mean, just sloshed. And he comes over, he's like, "Hey, man, I remember one time I was going to cheat on my wife." And he said, "So I drove out of town. And we go get this hotel room, but I forgot to get my condoms. So I swung over to a gas station, and all they had was these magnums. So I get to the hotel room. She's laying in the bed. I take the condoms out of my pocket. I put them on the shelf. Her eyes get big. And he said, I turned off the lights. He said, I took the condom off. I put it on. I put it on twice and tied it in a knot. And when she got done with it, she was very disappointed. And he just sat there wobbling like this. And I said to myself, why in the world would you ever tell this story to someone else? It's one of those stories you just die with. You don't know whatever he knows about it besides the person that was experienced with it. But there's my story with hand gestures. He actually said don't stare, but let me look for a second. Yeah, that's what I thought. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.